Welcome to CC8 Dawnseeker, probably the worst permanent map that I've ever seen. The enemies are horrible, the mechanics are especially challenging, none of these risks over here makes this CC a free risk 18. So every single one that you take is going to be a huge pain for you to handle, but don't worry, I've suffered for about 12 to 13 hours of continuous failures to produce a damn good strategy that you guys can use for your own account. A huge thanks to a particular Bilibili creator. His name is 四叶小-天使, which I believe translates to Clover Angel or Four-Leaf Angel. The reason that I have to thank him is that I watched his strategy and I was hugely inspired to use some concepts that he have to make this a much better strategy. So it's not the exact same as his, it's an adaptation of what he did, but I still have to give huge props to him for actually giving me a eureka moment. So the link to his video is down in the description of my own video. You can go and watch his strategy if you can, but if not, I'll show you guys what I got. So anyways, for risk 18, we're gonna take Viviana HP up and skill cooldown decrease. We will not do attack up and attack range up because that is horrible to handle. We're not gonna add more Knights Mora followers, so it's better to just buff the HP and the attack of Tola. Resistance is up as well, but this is good because we're gonna use physical damage against Tola and not arts damage later on. And then afterwards, we'll add more Hibernators. It's only 2 extra ones, so not all too bad to handle. We'll not take attack up and ASPD up. These things are a lie when they say risk 1 and 2. Each of these risks that you take feels like as if you're raising this up to risk 5 or risk 10. So none of these. HP up 30% only, it's not all too bad, so we'll take that within our stash. Then minus 15% attack, minus 40% max HP. We're gonna ban specialists and guards. So no fast redeploys, no Surtur, Silver Ash, Taunts for you to play with. We have to solely rely on our casters or snipers to deal the DPS over here. DP down minus 50%, sounds horrible, but we have to take this if we want our risk 18. Then deployment limit 5. This is one of the most brutal tags to handle, but I'll teach you guys how to shuffle your operators to deal with this very low deployment limit. Then, we're gonna take the right tag for the tower bans. So this one will remove the middle tower and the bottom right one, leaving the top right one within the map. The reason why I'm gonna use the top right one is because when I turn on the tower, it's able to protect one of the medics that we'll use later on. So that's why we take this tag. We'll take HP seal, and then we're gonna use the crossbowman risk. This one raises up the attack and the... is it movement speed? I can't remember. Oh no, it's only attack HP of this particular sniper. So this is the guy where whenever he's in darkness, he deals arts damage instead. There's a lot of mechanics to deal with over here. If you've played this a bunch of times, you will realize that this guy deals corrosion damage. This guy wakes up when you expose him from the darkness. Then afterwards there's this one that increases attack continuously. This girl casts Glimmering Touch, the diamond attack, and then there's gonna be Tola who backstabs your operators if there's darkness behind. So so many bad mechanics, but still, let's do this. I'll show you guys how to first do this with only one borrowed 6-star, and later we will adapt the strategy to higher rarity variants for those of you who have stronger operators. This is what they will be using. So there's a Chen Outer at skill 3 M3. I know there are a lot of YouTube strategies out there that uses Chen Outer, but hear me out, my strategy is going to be quite different from whatever you might have watched because the positioning of Chen Outer may surprise you. Alright, so if you don't have Chen Outer, please borrow from a friend. If you don't have a friend with that, come to my Discord server, you can add someone over there. Now you only have deployment limit 5, so we can only have one medic within this particular stage. This medic must be a really good one. So Susro is an example of that. Maybe if you want to, you can use Silence. You might be able to use Warfrin. What are some other operators? Mulberry might be okay. Pure Stream could be good as well. And I think, oh, of course, there's Shining also. So Shining is able to increase the defense of your defenders, which is going to be very helpful to deal with the corrosion damage snipers. So those are some alternatives you can consider. Standard Bearer. More the masteries, the better it would be. So this is one of the operators where I might recommend you to have at E2. But if you don't have it at E2, it's okay. You might want to bring more than one Standard Bearer if that's the case. So for example, if your Myrtle is skill rank 7 at E1, maybe you want to bring an Elysium or Silac at skill rank 7 on the skill 1 as well, so that you can make up for the DP generation. If not, Myrtle's probably more than enough, take her in, then bring along a Vanguard, a Pioneer Vanguard that has super high attack. So Scavenger is an example of that. if you have someone like Texas, Siege, maybe you've got Zima or Kiave, you can use them instead. You can't take someone like Korea because his attack is much lower than the likes of Scavenger. So that's why we're going to be using her. Do ensure that they have a skill that increases their attack up quite largely as well. Then you can see that there are 4 defenders over here. One of your defenders should be a really high defense increasing defender. So Quora is an example of that. If you want to replace her, you can replace her with people like Hoshiguma. Maybe you can use Saria. I'm okay about Saria because her defense is very high and she self-heal for a big amount. Liskam is pretty okay as well. Then there's going to be people like No, Nien. Bubble is okay. Bison is also okay. So I leave it to you guys as to what you might want to choose. Quora is going to be one of the safest picks to go for. Now, if you're doing this with low rarity, your Quora is probably a must because we're going to use the block count increase that Quora has later on. If you want to switch it for a higher rarity, then of course you've got Nien with block count increase. But if you're going to use the other defenders, I'll teach you how to do that later on because the block count becomes really vital. Then you've got Beagle, Cardigan and Spot. It is appreciated that your defenders have either very high defense or very high HP. And then one of the defenders should be a healing defender. So you can see the examples of the defenders that I stated over here. Beagle is high defense, Cardigan is high HP, and Spot is self-healing. So bring these types of defenders, try to replace them with higher rarity if you want to. And then finally, because we can't bring a fast redeploy, we need to use a pseudo fast redeploy. So when you level Yato to level 30, she gains a talent that states redeployment time minus 30 seconds, which is going to be very helpful to bait Viviana's attacks later on. So only 9 operators that we're using. If you've got other stronger operators that you have in your squad with things like your 6 stars, maybe you've got Mudrock, you've got Blemishine, you want to take things like Schwartz, I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, if you have good units to bring, go ahead and do so. Alright, let's first do this with a lower rarity variant. Grand Knight Territory Bar District. Let's get started. Now, we're gonna place our standard barrel over here, facing downwards. Whenever your standard barrel skill is ready, turn it on, then place your Vanguard with a high attack right on this tile facing to the left. Place a single target medic as well, above this Vanguard facing to the left. When the skill is up, turn it on, place a healing defender over here facing upwards, so that you don't wake the Hibernator up just yet. If you've seen a lot of strategies involving Chen Outer, you often see it get placed in the tile in front of Susuro. But my strategy is different. Instead, we'll place Chen Outer over here. When this Hibernator steps onto Spot, turn on Spot skill. Now keep watch of Scavenger. Scavenger's skill is about to be ready. I'm going to turn it on so that it can kill this crab. And once the crab is killed, remove Scavenger, trade it for your high defense defender over here. You need the block count so that you can block this guy and the next Hibernator. Chen's skill is almost ready, so turn it on so that she can remove all the enemies. You can turn on this tower as well. Let's turn on Myrtle's skill. When you have slightly over 30 DP, you can already remove Myrtle's skill. You can remove Myrtle herself, I meant. And then you can trade it for a defender over here, a high defense defender, in front of Chen. Watch this guy's health. When it drops really low, you can, or when you kill him I guess, you can stop Chen's skill. If you feel that Beagle's health is dropping a little too low, turn on Susuro's skill to help out. Quora is blocking 3 enemies, there's a 4th one behind, but don't worry, Spot will catch that. Let's turn on Beagle's defense. Get it up higher so that she endures the corrosion damage better. When the bottom lane is cleared, remove your defender. Polar starts moving, this guy starts moving. Viviana is also going to start moving. Face Yato to beat Viviana's attack and turn on Quora's skill to increase the block count. This is very important. Now when this sword guy gets down to the bottom left tile of Chen, turn on Chen's skill. Let's have Spot skill up so that he can heal Quora better. And then turn on Susuro as well. Now, take note of this. I don't want you to time the number of times that Viviana hits someone. So instead, use this judgment. Viviana hits someone, Tola is on the top left tile, in this tile right now. Place a new bid for Viviana's attacks. See that? You can remove this operator. Boom. No one dies. Alright. Don't worry, Viviana will get killed by Chen before she can even cast the next attack. Keep watch of this zone right now. So, Quora's killed, it's fine. We can put a new operator to kind of hold Tola back a little bit more. You can trade it for a defender, and then just like that. Oh, Chen dies as well. It's fine if Chen dies. I'll place Vigo over here. And then afterwards, we just need to give it some time. Don't worry, your operators will be handling it. Because all you're left with are the snipers now. So I'll place Scavenger over here to kill the sniper below. It'll take some time. Alright, then the bottom part is done. I can remove. Then I can kill the top enemies as well. Just like that. Should be pretty simple to follow. I shall show you guys how to adapt this to a higher rarity variant. Let's do it! Alright, so same risk, now we take different operators. Instead of taking Chen, I shall take... who is sweet for me to take? I think we'll use Shining instead. And then, I'm gonna have Saria. Saria is pretty darn good at attacking enemies. Then we've also got maybe Hoshiguma. Hoshiguma is pretty good at tanking these snipers. So that's what we're gonna use. Then, maybe I have Nian. No, I don't need Nian. I don't need too many high rarity operators. Let's cut it down a bit. So maybe we can use someone like... Dana maybe? Dana could be interesting. Never mind, I use Bubble instead. Then afterwards, we need some Vanguards. So we're gonna use Myrtle, Texas. We can use Bagpipe to increase the DP a bit. I'll use Elysium for the fun of it. I'll take Mud Rock because I have nothing better to do. And then any more people that I might need, I don't think it's so too bad anymore. Anyone else that I take is just like extra human beings. Yeah, I'll just do it like this. Let's do it. Now this is higher rarity variant. Okay, I'll start by placing Myrtle here. I can put another standard barrel over there to get even more DP. And then let's have Texas. Let's turn on the skill. I'm gonna put Shining here. And then I'm gonna put my healing defender, a strong healing defender over here. Beautiful stuff. I have so much DP right now. So much so that I can remove this. I can place Chen Alter now. Okay, I'm not gonna activate Texas skill just yet. I'll leave it on. I can open this tower much quicker. Okay, let's use Texas to kill this guy. There you go, last attack. Done. Sweet. I'm gonna place Hoshiguma over here, facing forward, and then let's turn on Chen's skill. Myrtle is generating so much DP for me. There's a lot of DP already. I'm gonna remove Myrtle. Then maybe we can have a bit of fun. We switch for a bubble over here. Alright, this guy is like really low now. Just waiting for Bubble's skill. So you can see that Saria's attack is so high that she cleared out her own lane, in a sense. That's why I don't need a Quora now to increase like a block count or even a Nian. Gonna turn on double skill. In the bottom lane, you can see that it's cleared, so I can remove that. Now I need some bait. So I'm gonna put Texas as a bait. And I can remove Texas. This guy is on the bottom left tile, so good timing. Let's turn on Chen's skill. Tola is on the top left tile now. Viviana casts an attack. Let's put a bait. There you go. Remove. Bait complete. Don't have to be too worried. Chen can kill. I'm gonna play Spec Pipe for fun. It wasn't very fun. Oh dear. This guy's not dead yet. Why are you not dead? It's okay, Hoshiguma's defense is apparently really high. I can trade for like a Mud Rock. So the Mud Rock can deal some attack. I can put a siege here. Pretty much just like that. I didn't even use Bagpipe, did I? Bagpipe just died. Yeah, interesting ideas for you guys to take. Hopefully this will help you to solve your Risk 18. That was fun. Alright, that's that. Let me know if you have some challenges that you need help with. Like the challenges of the permanent map I meant. If not, that's all from me. I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.